Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be ranking all of the current UFC champs by how much aura they have. We're starting with the no aura slash sub 5 aura, which is the lowest ranking aura. You really don't have aura here at all. Second, low tier aura. You're above no aura, but like you don't have that much aura. Let's be for real. Mid tier, just middle of the pack, nothing crazy. Then the max aura, maxed out aura, chat aura, whatever you want to call it. That you have a lot of aura. Okay? This is based on the recent events of their career. So aura, you know, here's this is how we're basing it here. Finishes or memorable moments in the UFC. Personality that exudes violence. It's not someone that just looks all peaches and creamville, or they don't have like the personality to back up their fighting. We want people that stand out, and then beating the best of the best. These are all things that give you a lot of aura in the fight game in the UFC. Okay, first we're gonna start off with Joshua Van. So Joshua Van, he has sub 5 aura. He has no aura simply because he won the belt due to a freak incident, which he can't control that happened to Pantoja. But Pantoja messed up his arm in 20 seconds in the fight, and then Joshua Van started celebrating after. So it was a bad look. He didn't really beat the champion. You know, so it's just a bad look for him right now. He has no aura right now because of it. His only notable win was a war with Royval. He had a nice little streak, but like the guys he was beating weren't like crazy. They had some name value, but they weren't really all that good. When you think of his good wins, you think of Royval, Pantoja, which like technically, and then maybe like Ray Saruya or some, you know. And then he also just at this time of recording pulled out of the Tatsura Taira fight on 1 week notice. And so that really destroys his aura. I mean, he's already just won the belt like in like the worst possible way, and now he's already what people are saying. People are like he's ducking whatever because he got an injury. One of the guys that would probably beat him in the division, good ground game and all that. So no aura exuded right now. Next we got Alexander Volkanovski in the low tier aura. He redeemed his aura slightly by 50-45ing Diego Lopez in the last two fights, you know, which it's a good look, but Diego Lopez was never like Diego Lopez is good, but it's not like he's like the most dangerous guy ever. Like, oh my gosh, he beat Diego Lopez. I mean, he's on a good streak, but it doesn't seem all that good and crazy, especially because it was twice, you know, and he got slimed out twice, um, by first Islam Makhachev and then Ilia Topuria, so that hurts his aura a little bit. Um, and then he beat the same dude twice, so it's like, yeah, And he also still has unanswered questions right now in the UFC because we want to see if he can beat some of the elite guys right now. If he like truly still got it, like Diego Lopez is good, but we want to see him fight an Evloev or a Lerone Murphy, you know, or even a Gene Silva to see if he's really like okay, he can beat these new up and comer guys like, and he's back. We really want to see that, you know. We all love Volk. Next, Peter Yan, low tier aura. He has great skills in snap and robs, 15 fight win streak, which is significant, but he also has a lack of finishes in the UFC. So that doesn't help him at all. And then, small guys always get the short end of the stick whenever it comes to aura and just, all that. His personality is not really there. He doesn't really speak all that much English. So it just doesn't help him at all. Um, Next, we've got Islam Makhachev in the mid-tier aura. He boringly blobbed JDM for 5 rounds, which doesn't really help him. Doesn't really help his aura. Um, I mean, he beat a good up and coming guy. Long, 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 long win streak. Like definitely over 10 fights. I'm pretty sure, maybe even longer. Um, but recently he's been ducking Ilia Topuria, which is not a good look. Um, and he's still one of the best ever. Two-weight division champ. So it's not that bad of a look, but ducking Ilia at the White House, what everyone's saying that he didn't really want to get that fight then and there. Ilia was really gunning for it, but he wasn't. He didn't want the smoke, And we want to see him fight Topuria. Topuria is willing to go up to welterweight. He started his career at featherweight. Um, he became champion in the featherweight, Ilia Topuria, and he's going up to welterweight to fight him. And you're still like not trying to, you know what I'm saying? We want to see that fight. So it's just not a good look for him right now. Next, we have Tom Aspinall. You know, he was getting whooped in that fight with Cyril Gahn, and then he got eye poked, which is a bad look. Like, it's not really his fault, but it's just a bad look for his aura right now. You know, like nobody wants to see that. He was all bloodied up by him. As a guy who was whooping everybody in the first round, KOing everyone in the first round, it's a bad look. Man, what was that? All right, next. Yeah. So I mean, he was KOing everyone in the first round, which is fire. So we all love that. So that helps him out in his career. Um, and he also made John Jones duck him. Like, like that's aura. The one that everybody says is the best fighter ever in the UFC. He made him duck him for $30 million. That's crazy. That's actually nuts. And I mean, he's scary. He's a big dude, British accent, but he's still mid tier aura simply because, like, just recently he's getting the short end of the stick. Double eye surgery. He's been out for a while. Not getting the big fight of Alex Pereira, um, and just getting messed up by Cyril Gahn on the feet in their fight. So that's a bad look. Next in the mid tier, we have Hamzat Chimaev. Um, why he's in the mid tier? Because he boringly wrestle blob DDP. Like when they fought, he was just on the ground the whole time. Like we wanted to see some stand up, all that, and it kind of takes away from his aura a little bit. But he still has a lot of aura because he's wildly entertaining. He's just shooting immediately whenever he's fighting someone. He's swinging wildly. Like everybody just loves him. You know, everybody loves watching him fight because it's fun. It's genuinely fun just watching him. And this dude also went up a weight class and just messed up the champ easily. Like just he blobbed him and messed him up. Next reason, he's just one of the best in the UFC right now. Scary looking guy. Nobody wants to fight him really. Dark horse of every division he's been in. Everyone just look at the guy. He's scary. He's scary looking. He just got aura. Plain and simple. Next, in the Chad tier aura, the last tier, Ilia Topuria. The guy who's been knocking out everyone's favorites and the best of the best in the division, like Oliveira, Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, and double champion at that. Skill for skill, top 2 in the UFC with Islam Makhachev. Great wrestling, great stand up, the boxing, and he's confident. Like in his fight with what was it, Max Holloway, where they were celebrating before, was it maybe Oliveira? They're celebrating the win before the fight. And you just believe he's gonna win every fight he's in because he just says it with ease. He just exudes aura the whole time. Yeah, I mean, enough said. Everybody knows Topuria. Everybody knows he's just gonna knock the dude out who he's fighting. I mean, can we even see him losing to anyone who's like not Islam, the best in the world? It's hard to imagine. Last but not least, Alex Peloton Pereira, the face of the UFC, hands down. I mean, when he was on his tear in light heavyweight, just knocking everybody out, no matter who it was. You know, he was going crazy. He lost to Uncle Ivan in a decision that was lackluster. He was just getting held up against the fence the whole time. Then in the next fight, he knocked him out easily, like literally so easily. Nobody saw it coming. Everyone thought he would just get blobbed again or something like that, but snapped Uncle I's 14-fight win streak. Not only did he do that, but he's also a two-division kickboxing champ prior to the UFC, and then a two-division UFC champ. Like that switch is so hard with all the wrestling and all the extra stuff that comes with MMA to become a champ in two divisions afterwards and just knocking out all the champs that you're fighting, except one, Jan Blachowicz. Yeah, yeah, hands down, like the best. Everyone knows he's like the best in the business. Probably top 5 best ever in the UFC. Just skill for skill. Like I don't know, got to be like the most complete fighter that we've seen. From kickboxing champion to UFC champion, like that's never been seen. With two divisions in the way he's done it, it's never been seen. You know, and yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys disagree, yeah, just feel free to let me know. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one.